No exaggeration, getting skilled and strong in the 4 exercises I'm about to break down to you will get you in the best shape of your life, bar none. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Montel Harden, certified personal trainer, strength and conditioning, and sports nutrition coach since 2017. And over that time, we've helped over 700 men and women drop body fat, build lean muscle, improve their overall health, and just figure out this whole exercise and dieting and health thing in a way that's sustainable for them. And my goal with every single video here is just to kind of give you the tools and the tips and the tricks that we've used over the years to do the same thing. Today, we're diving into 4 exercises that are literally going to transform your body and your health for the better. So figuring out what workouts to do are typically some of the hardest things to do. I talk to probably 5 to 10 people at this point every single week about what they've been struggling with in their health and what they need to improve on in terms of like people that aren't my actual clients. And one of the biggest things that I've consistently gotten over the last 7-8 years is I don't know what workouts are best for me to accomplish this, accomplish that. Typically it's going to be, I don't know what workouts are best for me to lose weight. I don't know what workouts are best for me to tone up, to build muscle. There's so many different exercises. There's so many different ways and methodologies and modalities to move your body. A lot of times it can be very difficult to figure out what. And if you go scroll your Instagram feed, nobody's going to show you the tried and true, simple, fundamental exercises. It's always going to be the super complex, very almost gimmicky type exercises that specific person did not use to build up the physique that they have. Chances are they did the tried and true exercise, but when you post the tried and true exercise, you don't get likes, you don't get shares, you don't get comments, you don't get the social media buzz from it when you post the exercises everybody already knows about. But I don't care about that. I care about giving you the game and the blueprint to getting to where you need to be. And I have a feeling that that's what you care about as well. So we're going to go ahead and dive into it. Before we do, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on for this channel so that you do not miss any more uploads going forward. I'm feeling confident that we're giving some of the best value that you're going to be able to find on YouTube, on X if you're watching, wherever you're watching at. So make sure that you don't miss out on it. So number 1 on the list of exercises that will transform your body is going to be the overhead press. So a study performed by the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research showed significant activation of the delts, triceps, and upper chest muscles throughout the overhead press exercise. So you've got 3 different muscle groups that are getting a major amount of activation throughout the course of this exercise. Now, on average, participants in this study experienced a 15% increase in their 1 rep max over an 8-week period. Now, a 15% increase over 8 weeks is pretty significant and is something that you want to be able to consistently do. When you talk about what exercises are good for you, what exercises aren't, you're always going to want to look at how can you progress. Is there a natural path of progression? Is it just add more weight, add more reps, add more sets, whatever the case may be? Is it easy to continuously progress in said exercise without obviously sacrificing form, sacrificing injury, things like that? Is it easy to progress? And does it work multiple muscle groups? Compound lifts are far and away the most impactful exercises to help you strip off stubborn body fat, to help you build up lean muscle. It sends a loud signal to the body that you need to secrete more growth hormone, more testosterone. You need to increase the rate of muscle protein synthesis. Like, there's a lot of things going on in the background when you implement exercises like the overhead press into your training routine. And you also, not only are you getting a lot of activation from those upper body muscles, you're also going to get a lot of activation from your core. If you've ever done an overhead press before, or just simply held your hands up above your head for any period of time, especially with something actually in your hands, you'll see how much your core has to stabilize you. So if you can get strong in this movement, imagine what it's going to do for your abdominal muscles as well, which is something that everybody wants to see improvements in. So overhead press would definitely be on my short list of the top 4 exercises to add into your program. Number 2 is going to be the barbell deadlifts, the exercise that a lot of people almost have a fear about or are scared of because of how it's marketed, because of how you see it. I feel like a lot of people, when you see somebody doing a deadlift, you probably see them doing a 1 rep max, or they're like a strong man, or they're in a powerlifting meet or something like that. And it just seems like something that is not good for you and good for your body, but it could not be further from the truth. So a study done by the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research showed or examined acute hormonal responses, basically meaning what happened with hormones directly, during that exercise and then directly after. So it showed acute hormonal responses and muscle activation associated with the deadlift. And they found a high level of activation in the glutes, hamstrings, erector spinae, which is a muscle in the back, quads, and traps. 5 muscle groups, 5 different major muscle groups inside the body that are getting a high level of activation from this one exercise. We just touched on the benefits of compound lifts and how they send a signal to your body to change, which is what you want. If you're trying to get in great shape, if you're trying to transform your body, you're trying to change, and you need things that elicit the most change. Barbell deadlifts is one of the best places to make that happen. So listen to this though. Testosterone levels in this study particularly increased 20% directly post-exercise, and growth hormone increased 200% post-exercise. These are loud signals to the body like, hey, the exercise that we just did, we need to be leaner for it. We need to build more muscle for it. We need to be stronger for it. We need to be more coordinated for it. Like, you want to do exercises that cause your body to change dynamically in a big way and quickly. Barbell deadlifts, one of the best exercises to do to accomplish that and to get that done. And you don't have to look like a strong man or a body. You don't have to focus, I'm deadlifting 500 pounds. Like, you don't have to worry about that. You just have to focus on getting a little bit stronger every single week. You want to get a little bit stronger, but you also want to become extremely proficient at the actual movement. You actually want to execute the deadlift the right way. You actually want to feel it in the muscle groups you're supposed to feel it in. You actually want to move through that movement and really have an in-depth understanding of what it targets. And if you can do that and get stronger week after week, you will see the benefits, the 20% increase in testosterone, the 200% increase in growth hormone. And this is something that, man or woman, you want to see. When I say testosterone, I feel like a lot of women kind of get turned off to it, but testosterone is how you build muscle, and building muscle is how you tone up, and toning up is how you look good in that dress or on the beach or in the bikini. Like, that's what you want. You want a leaner, fitter, more toned body. You want to build muscle. And if you want to build muscle, you cannot do it without adequate testosterone secretion and growth hormone secretion in the body. Just told you a great exercise to get both of those done right here. Now on to the last 2. Number 3 is going to be sprinting. A study in the Journal of Physiology found that sprinting or sprint interval training significantly increased fat oxidation both during and after exercise. Sprints also induce muscle hypertrophy, especially in those fast twitch muscle fibers. We have 2 different type of muscle fibers. We have a slow twitch, which is basically like your endurance. So if you're doing a marathon, or if you're doing like an exercise where you're doing 30, 40, 50 reps of it, then that would be more slow twitch fiber activation. And fast twitch fiber activation is when you're doing things like sprinting, jumping, applying a lot of force to push something. Like, say you're pushing a sled or a car or something like that. Your fast twitch muscle fibers are going to be the ones that come in and activate for that. You obviously need both in place if you want to build a fit, healthy body that's able to do stuff that you actually want it to do. They also enhance mitochondrial function and increase the activity of enzymes involved in energy production. And lastly, they trigger the release of growth hormone and testosterone. Seeing a common theme here If you want to build lean muscle across your body, if you want to send a signal to pare down body fat and build up lean muscle, sprinting is going to be a great way to get that done. Sprinting is also a very time efficient way to improve both your cardio and your overall muscle strength, because you can get an amazing sprinting workout in 30 minutes. And you can probably get the same cardiovascular benefits that you would get from a 90-minute run, but you can condense the time basically in a third and get a lot of the same benefits, but get those hypertrophic benefits as well, where you're actually building up lean muscle along the way. You're not paring down your metabolism. You're activating those type 2 fibers. You're staying springy. You're staying fast. You're staying athletic or getting athletic. So I would definitely implement sprint intervals into my routine. Maybe do something, you start off on the treadmill, 30 seconds of sprinting, 2-minute walk. And you could do that for say 30 minutes. And at the end of that, you're going to have burned a ton of calories while keeping lean muscle intact because of the signal that sprinting is sending to the body. Whereas with the slow plodding jog, you kind of start to pare down muscle in you, and for a while, you'll see a benefit in your, fat loss. But over time, with that kind of activity, at that kind of running, you're actually going to pare down muscle. Sprinting is going to keep it on or maybe even build it, which is going to be huge for us and our metabolism long term. Now, last but not least, this is titled by a lot of the smartest minds in the exercise science world, the king of all exercises, the queen of all exercises, is going to be the barbell back squat. Now, a study conducted by the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research compared energy expenditure and muscle activation of the back squat with the leg press, leg extension, and leg curl. So we compared it against these machine-based leg exercises. And here's what it found. So barbell back squats resulted in significantly higher energy expenditure compared to the leg press, extension, and curl. And it also showed greater activation in the quads, hamstrings, glutes, and low back compared to all other exercises. So even the exercises, the leg extension and the leg curls that were specifically only focused on the quads and the hamstrings, you still saw more overall activation in those muscle groups on the back squat as opposed to the exercises that were targeting and isolating them directly, which is why we always want to build our workout out around compound movements, around compound exercises, because that's going to be where your bread and butter is at. That's going to be what gets you the most bang for your buck when you're talking about time inside the workout and overall progress and results you see from the workout. The study also noted that it elicits a stronger hormonal response, including, bet you can guess what I'm about to say, the release of growth hormone and testosterone. And the numbers are similar here as well. You're seeing about a 20% increase compared to deadlifts post-exercise, and then about a 200% increase in growth hormone post-exercise. So amazing movement that's going to basically light up your entire body. Obviously, you got the activation across the lower body, but you're also getting a lot of core activation. You're getting a lot of trap activation, shoulder activation. You're sending a loud signal to your body that you need to build up lean muscle. You need to become functionally stronger. You need to become more coordinated. That's what, when you have an exercise that's working 4 to 6 muscle groups at a time, that's sending a signal to the body that you need to be able to move more in sync. Your body needs to be able to move as one unit, and you're going to see a lot of coordination and functional fitness benefits from that are going to carry over into your real life. That is it. That's my top 4 exercises that if you can get skilled and strong. Notice that I'm not just saying strong, I'm saying skilled as well. Skilled as in you can execute all 4 of these exercises with impeccable form. You can tell me exactly what muscle groups they're working. You can continuously figure out how to improve in these movements and get stronger week after week. If you can do all of that over a 12-week time frame, literally just take these 4 exercises. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't try to add a bunch of extra stuff in. Just warm up, stretch a little bit, loosen your body up, and then jump into these 4 exercises and push it at 70, 80% effort most of the week, and then maybe every other week try to push to 90% effort or so. If you can do that across these 4 exercises and not eat terribly, then you will see amazing progress, especially on the strength front, secondarily on the muscle gain front, and most likely on the fat loss front as well. So that's it. Hopefully you got a lot of value out of this. If you listen to all of this and you're like, man, that's great, but I honestly need somebody to hold me accountable to this. I need somebody to tailor something specifically to what I need. I have a knee injury. I got a shoulder injury. I need to figure out how to implement these things into my lifestyle specifically. I got 30 minutes every single day to get this done. How can I get the exercises and the workouts that I need in within 30 minutes? I just need somebody to show me the blueprint, show me the way, and I'll execute it. If that's you, take our transformation quiz. First link down in the description. We'll get all the info we need on you, your struggles, your goals, your equipment access, literally every detail that we would need to build out custom protocols for you, and we'll build it out for you and then keep you locked in till you get in the best shape of your life and even after that. So this was valuable for you. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so that you don't miss the next upload. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.